Whoa! Crash, what are you doing here? Out of my way, Crash. Hello? Is this going on? Can anybody hear this type of a voice? He's... Sorry, I didn't rehearse that part. Hi, everybody. This is Black Rhino Ranger. Welcome to yet another live stream of Black Rhino Ranger. And this time, we're focusing on the celebration of the 24th anniversary of the wumpa fruit loving, spinning, box breaking marsupial himself, Crash Bandicoot. Now, fellas, are you ready? Are you ready to get this party started? Are you ready to crash into this party? And are you ready to get a hot cocoa? All right. Now, fellas, if you can now, in this occasion, you can request me anything that's Crash Bandicoot related. You can have the character of Crash Bandicoot do something. You can have the other Crash characters attend his party. You can have other characters dress up as Crash Bandicoot. Or since tomorrow is also another anniversary of another closely related franchise. By the way, I'm not planning a live stream for that one. How about a Crash Bandicoot versus Spyro the Dragon type of anime drawings? Any suggestions? Oh, and if you like, you can also use the super chat. But if you have no requests, you can ask me any questions. Okay, let's see. Crash dapping. Okay, if that's what you want. And just to let you know, it will last from... I decided that from now on, all my live streams will last for 1.5 hours. Originally, I was only going to limit myself to just 1 hour because of for various reasons. But I decided, you know what? I'm going to be nicer to my fellas and have it last for 1.5 hours. Plenty of time to do some suggestions. Have you heard of Overwatch? I have heard of Overwatch, but I never really got around to play it. I mean, I'm not sure what it's really about, but is it a shooter game? I forget. Is it a shooter game? First person, third person? Okay. I got a little timeout for him. Let me see time. Yeah, okay. Here's just a bit of a timeout for him. If you want me to do anything, that's fine. But please let other people with get their suggestions out there. I mean, other people have requests too, you know. It's not just you. I mean, I will admit, when I had my first live stream with somebody, when I was on somebody else's live chat, I had to learn not to be the center of attention. I had to make sure I let everybody else have their fair game. There are times where none of my questions were answered, and I posted a question for every single topic on a live stream, but none of them got answered. But that's okay with me. I'm just one of. I just wasn't lucky that day. But at first you don't succeed. Try again. But also let other people who be in the spotlight. There you go, fellas. There's Crash Bandicoot lying on the ground. Anything else? You want Crash to do something else, or what about another character doing something? Do you know that Transformers Prime had a continuation? Transformers Prime, the 2010 TV series. I remember watching that a lot as a kid, and well, actually, as a teenager in my late teens. I had a ball watching that. I think Transformers Prime is my. No, 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 no. You cannot request. Oh wait. Maybe. Oh, I don't know if I can. Sorry, Ben. I don't think I can do Amy Rose because last time I tried drawing Amy Rose, I kind of muddled up. I had no idea what I was drawing. I mean, when I was doing my Sonic reenactment of the Ed, Ed, and Eddie episode, Stiff Upper Ed, I actually did try drawing Amy playing the role of Sarah, but I found it a bit too difficult, so I replaced Amy with Sonia from Sonic Underground. Crash playing a yo-yo. Okay, Coco drinking hot cocoa. It's a Coke. It's a mug. You know, funny enough, in the Skylanders Academy episode, I Dream of Ninjini. Ninjini at one point said she was playing an app game called Coco Crash. And when I was listening to that, I was like thinking to myself, was it Crash Bandicoot playing Coco Crash? And see, and funny enough, that was in season 2. And in season 3 we have the first Skylander appearance of Coco. Yeah, sometimes when I draw the A, sometimes it looks like a Q. Ooh. But the funny thing is that in the other way of drawing an A kind of looks like a 2 or an upside down E. Some people like to write A with just like a circle and a stand right next to it. And while others prefer it to others prefer it to look like an upside down E. If it did have the first War for Cybertron. Oh yeah, I remember playing Transformers War for Cybertron. That is perhaps my absolute favorite Transformers game. Second would be Fall of Cybertron. I do like the idea of Fall of Cybertron allowing the ability to create your own Transformer, but I don't think they took advantage of that to its full potential. I mean, there was a bit too many limitations. I mean, for example, you only have a limited amount of heads, and you only have a limited amount of arms and legs and other things. I mean, the chests I understand because they also have different vehicle selections. For example, if you select the chest of Optimus Prime, you get his trailer truck mode. If you get the chest of Swindle, you have his Jeep mode, and unfortunately, RC and Slipstream because they were female Autobots and they were not they could not be included because back then there was a bit of sexism back then, I think. But this was they were just trying out on the create a character system. RC actually did make a cameo in Fall of Cybertron, um, in a poster. Um, okay, here's Coco, and she's having some hot cocoa. Let me just I'll color this later. Well, what else? What else, fellas? Anybody else to crash into Crash's party? Have you ever heard of Mad? Mad Magazine or the Mad TV show? My mom once read to me the Mad Magazine thing. She liked it as a kid, and let's see. Go watch the series survey of It's emotional. I might get to that. I might do that. I find Elena of Avalor quite interesting. I find it surprisingly fascinating, especially since it's made by the same people who made. Okay, what am I doing? I'm not supposed to do that. Can we draw hatching an evil plan? Okay, let's see. Oh man, you guys, you should watch Godzilla the series. You mean the one that focuses on Zilla Jr., and the one that actually feels more like Godzilla than the 1984 film? Fake Crash as Bizarro. That sounds fascinating. If I remember correctly, Fake Crash has wonky teeth. And I don't know if I've said this earlier, but Fake Crash was originally a character meant to poke fun of the Japanese bootlegged plushies of Crash Bandicoot. Ironically enough, he became popular in Japan, and he even appeared in the Japanese version of Crash Splash as a cheat character. And what else? The thing about Fake Crash is that I think he is a lot more prominent in Skylanders Imaginators than any of the other games. I mean, Fake Crash had for example, Fake Crash stole Cortex's machine, and he's using it to create bad vibes. Now here's another missed opportunity. I am highly aware of what happened in what has happened in Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. On Facebook, Beanox has officially announced that Crypto, the Sorceress, and Willy Wampa Cheeks are not coming to CTR and F despite the leaks, and because they were too busy. And I think another reason why they couldn't update anymore after March is because COVID-19. It was difficult to work in the building. Here you go, fellas. Fake Crash as Bizarro. Ah, man. Eating vegetables. Why would an evil genius want to eat vegetables? Let's see. Riparoo meeting Izzy. Let me look up Izzy for just a quick moment. I may have drawn him before, but but sometimes it's hard to remember. Oh, I didn't. He's wait, let me just it's kind of like a mammoth and a saber-toothed tiger. Oh. Sorry, fellas, I got a mosquito on my face. Okay, now, this is interesting. He's got specs. Now, remember, fellas, this is a request from, this person asked me to draw a Crash Bandicoot character meeting a Nintendo character. And here's another funny fact. Crash Bandicoot and Donkey Kong, for the first time, you get to play as either of them in one game, thanks to Skylanders Imaginators. But, believe it or not, this is not the first time Crash Bandicoot has actually met Donkey Kong. There's a video game called Asterix and Obelix Mission Las Vegas, and in one particular level, there's a statue of Donkey Kong and Crash Bandicoot right next to each other. I ain't kidding, just look it up. Donkey Kong, Crash Bandicoot, Asterix, you got it. Now, there has been rumors that Crash Bandicoot is going to be playable in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate during the leak. Whether it's true or not, it wouldn't be the first time he fought against Donkey Kong and Bowser. Then another question remains, does Cortex appear as a trophy or a spirit or sprite or something? Okay, truth be told, I used to think, how come Riparoo does not have any arms? When I was a kid, I was like, what's wrong? Why doesn't Riparoo have any graspers. It turns out he was in a strap jacket, and that's something I didn't know as a kid. Was he in a mental institution? You know, Cortex has some messed up henchmen. Riparoo is completely insane. Riparoo is completely insane. Como Tiny is strong, but not the brightest bulb in the socket. Engine is kind of like Peter Lurr. It's like, you know, the one who talks like this. This type of a voice. Yes. There you go, fellas. Izzy Cooper standing meets Riparoo. And boy, and geez, does Riparoo not like this? Riparoo, is he a wildebeest, not a kangaroo? Sorry. Oh, thank you, the hunted warhawk. Thank you very much. Just Megumi celebrating. Okay. I have drawn Megumi, but for those who like the trophy girls in Crash, who's your absolute favorite? I want to ask you, who's your absolute favorite? Is it Isabelle, the blonde hair, Ami, the green hair, Megumi, the blue hair, or Liz, the brown hair? Let me know in the comments. Who's your favorite of the trophy girls? This ain't it. This ain't it. Okay, I'm just gonna. Just Okay, let me just finish. So I'm just trying to figure out the proper proportions. My favorite trophy girl is Megumi because I respect her Japanese culture, and Stephanie, and she always says dizzy, dizzy, dizzy. And I think Megumi is one of the kinder racers. I mean, even when she loses, she doesn't go off in a tantrum, and she respects a winner. Wait, what triggered you? Aiden Irwin. Who? Oh, what's triggered? Just a minute. I need to look up. Just need to look up her shoes. Okay. Better not. There you go, fellas. This is Megumi. She's happy that Crash has turned 24 this year. What else? What else? Please draw. Oh, for crying out loud! Please do not shout. Please do not shout your requests. Okay? Please, please, please. Whew. Remember, I like to be fair with whatever request there is, but you do not need to hammer that in, okay? Please do. Crunch and all right. Yeah, Ami. She's one of the Crash Bandicoot, Crash Team Racing, trophy girls. And in Nitro Field, she became a racer. And here's a fun fact: in the backstory of in the original backstory of CTR of Crash Team Racing. Ami actually became a racer herself, and 20 years later, she got her wish. Sorry. I like how Crunch looked in Mind Over Mutant. Well, I know one person who does not like Crunch she doesn't. I know a person who doesn't like Crunch in any other incarnation except Wrath of Cortex and Twin Sanity. She said she always liked the downed ears, as to say, and she there's this user I once subscribed to when I was a kid, or when I was in my teen years, and she made a fan animation of Crunch Bandicoot as the main focus, and it was called Outcast Bandicoot. she created some of her own OC characters to explain some of the origins of the characters. For example, what was it? Dingo and Coco. Oh, and that would explain the origin of Dingo Dile. Oh yeah, I forgot. Crunch has a metal arm. It was supposed to explain how Crunch got the metal arm. Unfortunately, she was too busy with other things. She has a job, she couldn't continue, and I understood that. I used to be a guy who wouldn't stop asking her, when is the next one? When is the next one? When is the next one? But over the years, I learned I have to learn that people need time to make something. Yes, we can all get a little too impatient with whatever we want. I mean, a lot of people were very impatient with wanting more content of Crash Team Racing Nitro Field. I was for a little bit, but I still kept my hopes up. I waited for as long as I can, and for CTR and F to appeal to have more content. And when the announcement came out that they're not making any more, yep, that was it. And that's all that was it. And it's all there is. There isn't any more. I'm trying to figure out how did I forgot, how did I yeah, maybe just this will do. Okay, I'm just gonna don't worry, I'm also gonna do Army. I have not forgotten. We're all soldiers now. Funny enough, on Netflix, I was re-watching an old favorite of mine. It's an old show. It's an old live-action animated movie that was in 1998, and it was kind of like Toy Story, but scarier with toy soldiers. I remember watching that a lot as a kid, and I actually remember liking it a bit more than Toy Story, but that was because I was a guy who was like trying to be manly. I didn't see the genius of what made Toy Story great. What are you drawing now? I'm trying to draw. I'll be right back. Let me see. Where did I go with? Oh, okay, that's. Okay, I'm trying to draw Ami, and don't worry, fellas. Once I finish drawing her, I'm gonna put her right next to Crunch. Just getting myself comfy here. You know, here's a weird thing I noticed in a lot of cartoons. Some characters they draw whenever they draw their hair in front of the characters, they would sometimes have their eyes be the only outline you ever see in that hair. Here. Okay. trying to let me just head back to the comments section. What's your opinion on Darwin's Yearbook, The Amazing World of Gumball spin-off? I have not seen it. Hey, can I get a hot cocoa? Here's your hot cocoa right there. See, Coco's drinking some hot cocoa. But now I gotta finish off, me doing her poses. Oops. Hey, what are your thoughts on Coco? The Pixar film? I love it. I really do enjoy Coco. Of course there's the whole overprotective parents and the villain, those types of villains. But I thought they handled it pretty well. The concept of him, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm actually torn between either Coco or the Book of Life. Just trying to draw her. Okay. I think that's about, yeah, let me just draw a bit of a checker box thing for her. There you go, fellas. Here's Crunch and me doing some poses, some muscular poses. Actually, no, I'll just have it like this. All right, fellas. What else? Any questions? Anything? Dingo Dile is Captain Boomerang. Nina as Diamond T. All right. Acting like a baby, just like Chaos from Skylanders. Okay. If that's what you want. Wah! Wah! I want to take over the world! That mean Bandicoot won't let me! Or, give me the mask! With it I shall take over the world! He's looking up, fellas. Don't worry. No. The nostrils are a bit too much. Actually, I have no idea how to draw his head properly when he's looking up. He's on his knees. I just imagine Cortex saying some of Chaos's line. What would it be like if Cortex has a Skylander as the main boss? Let's see. Behold my catchphrase of doom! You will pay for this, Sky Lamos! That sounds weird. And a fun fact, the guy who played Cortex in the current games, he at one point was the voice of Grim Creeper. Here, I recognize his voice when he says, "Your time is up." And immediately I was like, yep, that's definitely Cortex. There you go, fellers. He's wait just a minute. Let me just add in one more thing. Let me just move Cortex to a better spot. There you go, fellas. Cortex is so upset. Wait, just a minute. Let me just do a little something. There. There you go, fellas. Wow, that mean Bandicoot won't let me take over the world. We got about 45 minutes left, fellas. Let's see what we got so far. We have Crash, we have Coco, we have Fake Crash, we have Ami, we have Crunch, we have Ami, we have Riparoo, and a guest appearance of Iggy Koopa. Who else? Tanya and Liz baking a cake. I will admit, I do have a bit of trouble with drawing Tanya. I noticed that, never mind. Stupid question. It's not a good thought I have in my head. Now here's an interesting fact. Tanya was based on a real life model, and she was also based on the Roger Rabbit character Jessica Rabbit, and she, unfortunately, there's been many rumors that Universal wanted her to be written out of the game because she was declared too hot, too adult for children, and thus they created Coco Bandicoot completely, and she has no real origin to how she came to be. It wasn't until it's not until finally, after all these years, we finally are getting a game which explains the origin of Coco Bandicoot. Where did she come from? Thanks to It's About Time, we're getting there's a level which is going to show us what it's like to be how she became Crash's sister. Now, It's About Time somewhat retcons the Wrath of Cortex, but since It's About Time is about a time traveling is a time traveling thing, I don't think I think different time zones and stuff. I say the Wrath of Cortex does play a small part in It's About Time. I mean, I remember seeing a picture of Crunch somewhere in the game. Here's another odd thing. Not really an odd thing, but just something I've noticed. With all the female characters in Crash Bandicoot, of all the female characters we have in Crash Bandicoot so far, oh yeah, I also need to write one more character for this. Out of all the female Crash Bandicoot characters in the game, there's only like a few of them who are actual bad guys, Nina and Madame Amberly, and none of Cortex's mutants are female. They are pretty much entirely male. Oh. And just as an idea, fellas, which Cortex, how do you imagine a female Cortex mutant to be like? Which animal? Tell me, fellas, which idea of a female Cortex mutant do you think that? Which animal do you think she should be? Okay, I'll be right. Okay, let's just platypus? Lioness, snake, eagle, spider. Why is Izzy mad? Why is Izzy mad? Izzy is not mad. He's insane. Izzy isn't mad. He's insane. Well, I took a look at Izzy, and he has a bit of an insane look, don't you think? I mean, his eyes is a kind of a dead giveaway. No wonder the person who requested him wanted me to have him paired with Riparoo. Anyways, oh, is he? Oh, wrong one. Whoops. Why is Izzy the user mad? Oh, that. I have no idea why. Oh, hold it for a minute. Got a bit of a family problem. Sorry, fellas. It's a personal problem I have. I'm not gonna tell you what it is because it's not really worth it. Send him. He's crazy. Send him to a mental hospital. Please. Yeah, I'll put him in a timeout again, but please do not threaten. Any of the users here. Or I'll have to kick you out too. Yeah, I mean, here's a rule on trying to. Here's a rule I like to make. I do not like fighting in any of my works, in any of my videos. Whether it's based on an opinion of somebody, based on an opinion on something else or not, I do not like fights. I mean, I understand criticism in case some people can call out on some people for getting some details wrong. I will admit I have done a few wrong things in the past. I made up some like, for example, when a Malaysian plane got shot down by a Ukraine plane, I assumed that, okay, all of Ukraine is terrible, blah blah blah. But then somebody in Ukraine called me out saying, no, it wasn't Ukraine's fault. It was somebody in Russia that was controlling that turret in Ukraine. Hey, and I was like, okay, I'm sorry, I will never make assumptions like that again. And from that day forth, and we went into terms. But but another reason why I do not like fights is because if I accidentally get into a fight, I would try and calm down those folks as much. I'll try and calm down the person who's fighting against me as much as I can, because if you're fighting in somebody else's video, the chances are you could get kicked out by any of them. You could get blocked by any of them, and you won't be able to come back. It's like even if one of the persons just started it, has that ever happened to you, fellas? You get into a fight with somebody, and you then it ended up both of you being kicked out because of it. Let me just do a quick painting on the knife, and then there. And then she's let's say she's smearing. There you go, fellas. This is wait. There you go, fellas. Liz and Tanya, they're just putting the finishing touches on a cake. You should do Pasadena cuddling a plush toy of Crash, alright? Just a minute. I'll just let me Now, I have heard rumors that Pasadena Opossum is based on the Hanna-Barbera character Penelope Pitstop. Do any of you remember that show? I remember watching Penelope Pitstop when I was a kid. They back in my old days, they used to show a lot of Hanna-Barbera cartoons. They showed the Flintstones, the Jetsons, Yogi Bear, Wally Gator, Adam Ant, Johnny Quest. I think I remember. Yes, and perhaps my most favorite of the bunch, Scooby's All-Star Laugh Olympics. Occasionally, they would show Wacky Races, and Wacky Racers. When I first heard of Skylanders Superchargers, Wacky Races came in my head, and I wanted to do ever since I saw Superchargers, I've been wanting to do a Wacky Races parody. Actually, no, even before Superchargers was announced, I always wanted to do a Wacky Races parody with Skylanders. And wouldn't you know it, when I made the animation for SC Races, which is a Skylanders Superchargers parody of Wacky Races, I managed, on Newgrounds, to come in 5th or 4th place. He's on the Newgrounds chart. on the Newgrounds chart. I won 5th place or 4th place. It was a trophy. Sadly, it was on the day one of my great grandaunts passed away. It was not. It was bittersweet, if you ask me. Mostly bitter. Oops. Sometimes that happens. Phew, how does one do Here you go. Okay, let me just okay, I'll be right. Let me just Mr. Ruinous Pinstripe. I'm so hungry and bummed. I need some good food in Bollywood. My Racha food is very good, but the Indian cook misunderstood. It burns, burns, burns. Do 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 do. It burns, burns, burns. I remember that. I was originally supposed to make an animation about that back in 2013, but I kind of procrastinated a bit too much. I never got around to it. And I think that meme is kind of dead now. I discovered this with this other user who was a fan Spyro animator. She also does MLP related animation, and it was based on this Milo. She originally got it from this My Little Pony fan animation, which which has this green OC pony burning his mouth, and there were these six backup dancers. I tried the different versions of this. I mean, one version is it was Firecracker. He just ate a bowl of chili, and then he immediately swaps with the other characters, and then was wondering what effects would happen with taking the chili. He just said, did they rocket themselves to the moon because of how hot it is? Do they melt? Do they oh, I need to go. I'll be right back. Sorry. Magpie Pony. No, that's not it. It's another person. Just gimme. Just gimme. Gimme. Sorry, it almost sounded like that song from ABBA. Gimme, your man at midnight. What else, fellas? Half an hour left, folks. Let's make the best we can out of this. Nina Cortex eating pizza. Trying my best to make her Now this is this is not my first time drawing Nina. I actually remember drawing Nina a long time ago, back in 2007. But I lost the drawing, and she was a lot different than how I usually draw her. She Wait. Let me just look up. Sometimes I forget how she actually looked like. I do remember her robotic arms. Um, that's what she looks like. That's what she looks. Let me just. I don't know why this just when somebody mentioned Nina wanting to eat pizza, this came in my head. I'm not sure why. Maybe because I've been trying to want to draw Nina in a in I don't know what's it called. I should have asked. I should have asked the user what topping dish do you want her to have? Is it pepperoni? Is it mushrooms, anchovy, pineapple, sausage, black olive, or even some weird ingredients like pure evil? I just have her on a table. Oh, I think I may have drawn her a bit too big compared to the other characters. Never mind, I can always, these characters, they can always be resized. And there you have it, fellas. Nina with some pizza. Let's eat the pizza. Um, um, uh, I'm trying my dang hardest not to do too much with the Italian accent stereotype. You know, the type of a voice that has this type of a voice. Tony, dogs don't talk. He's talking to me. Okay, he's talking to you. You're the boss. I mean, I got in trouble doing that when I was actually in Italy. Um, Now, here's another question I would like to ask you, fellas. For those who still wanted who, even though Beanox has officially announced the discontinuation for updates for CTRNF, which characters, costumes, or vehicles from any of the previous games did you wish made a return in Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled? Let me know in the comments, fellas. Any character, any vehicle, any costume you would have loved to see make a comeback in Nitro Fueled. Now, I'm drawing Von Clutch. Somebody asked me to have him on a megaphone. Oh yes, and Benjinator, Pasadena, and Von Clutch. Oh, that was a golden missed opportunity there. Pop, Pop should have been a PlayStation exclusive because he's good pals with back in the late 90s. You know who else would have been a great PlayStation exclusive character? Ratchet, Ratchet, Jack, and Sly. For those who don't know, Ratchet was made by Insomniac Games, the same people who made Spyro the Dragon. And Jack was made by Naughty Dog, the same people who created Crash Bandicoot. It was a... Maybe... I don't know if this is ever going to happen, but maybe there might be a day where there's a Spyro Crash racing game. And not just a Crash Bandicoot racing game, but a Crash Bandicoot racing game that features a lot of Spyro characters. Half Crash, half Spyro. Oh, either that or make it a party game or another or a fighting game in a similar vein to Super Smash Brothers. I mean, or make a better version of the Spyro and Crash Fusion games. How's DeviantArt? Still, I'm getting around to it. It's very laggy. Okay, you want Dingo Dile boxing? You got it. Somebody asked me to draw my favorite character, and funny enough, this is where I first heard the Australian accent. And truth be told, before the voice actors made their final announcement, I was expecting either Dwight Schultz or Nolan North to play as Dingo Dile in the Insane Trilogy, like they did in Crash of the Titans and not Mind Over, Twin Sanity and Nitro Kart. But no, instead it's Fred. Fred, is it Tatasher or Tataskur? He who played a Crash Bandicoot character for the first time. I mean, he's the only Insane Trilogy voice actor who did not play Crash in any of the Crash characters in any of the previous games. He voiced Dingo Dile, the Komodo Brothers, and Koala Kong for the first time. He uses the same accent he used for Snapshot in Skylanders Swap in Skylanders Trap Team. Snapshot is also a crocodilian, and he's also he's also got an Australian accent, and funny enough, he's kind of a bit of the opposite to Dingo Dile. Snapshot's water, while Dingo Dile's fire. Oh, and fun fact, you're able to see Dingo Dile, a statue of Dingo Dile in Skylanders Imaginators, and as well as Tiny. There you are, fellas. Dingo Dile, Ray the Box. I think we can squeeze in 2 more characters. Is the Scrap Skylander Bullseye a crocodilian? Yes, I believe so. He's basically a recolored version of Dingo, of Snapshot. He's green. But there are other versions of Snapshot, like Crocshot, who has a under weapons, an under type of weapon, and there's another crocodile character, and this time he scratches rather than using any weapons. Tiny with cupcakes. Ooh, I hope cupcakes good. Tiny baked cupcakes. Oh, let me try some. Who you? I'm Tiny. You know Tiny, me Tiny. For those who don't know what I'm doing, I'm trying to do a Tiny from the original Crash meeting Tiny from Crash of the Titans Crash. Like I said before, during production of Crash of the Titans, Tiny, the people who make Crash of the Titans, they had no idea who Tiny was. Yes, they had no idea what a Tasmanian tiger was, so they made him a Siberian or Bengal tiger instead. And not only that, they also gave him a different personality. And his reception is on a similar vein to American Godzilla, to Zilla from 1994. Do you watch Animat? Better. I subscribe to him. Every month I donate to him, and you can see my real name, Azran Farouk, in the credits, starting with his classic review of Toy Story. And he's a pretty good animation historian. Yes, he can get a little bit on my nerves with his dislike for Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, but remember, everybody has a different opinion, and there are those who have an unpopular opinion. I have a few unpopular opinions myself, which is why on DeviantArt I've made a list of the top 11 things I'll never draw for free. You can go on DeviantArt for that. Just go to my journals, look up top 11 things I'll never draw, and see, and you can view the list of all the things that I will never draw. I'll give you one example. Breadwinners. I do not like that show, but I do know that there are some people who actually do. But I cannot figure out why they actually like Breadwinners. I mean, seriously? Do you guys actually like Breadwinners? They don't even look like ducks. They look more like frogs. And the sound effects can get too much at times. And what else? The sound effects can get a bit too much at times, and they seem to rely too heavily on stock images for bread and for background ducks. And personally, I don't think Breadwinners is worthy of the show. The 2014 cartoon about ducks is worthy of the name Breadwinner. The 2017 film about a girl struggling in Afghanistan under the rule of the Taliban is worth is a better animation worth of the Breadwinner name? Now really, look it up. Look up the 2017 Breadwinner film, and trust me, you'll get a lot of delights out of it. Breadwinners, the cartoon, I'll never draw for free unless it's something to express my dislike for the show even further. If you want me to do a Breadwinners fan art, you have to go on Patreon and donate to me $2. That is all. Yes, the Breadwinner film. You did have Badus in one video. Yes, it was to express my dislike for him. And I also included Sway Sway in another video. Oh, and it was supposed to also express my dislike for the film. It was in the inactive music video where it shows a picture of them and it cuts to the lyric, "I really hate this show. I can't reach my remote control." And for those who don't know, Inactive is a Weird Al Yankovic parody of Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. Oh, Land Shark with a gift. Oh, I'm surprised somebody actually remembers the Land Shark. For those who don't know, before Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, there was another Crash Bandicoot racing game that was in development. But unfortunately, it was scrapped, and the character it was converted into a DreamWorks. It was converted into a DreamWorks racing game, and it was funny enough that DreamWorks game would be the last game published by Activision before the company's contract got expired. And one of the later characters from that game was a character called the Land Shark, and he's basically a more savage version of Nash. Nash, the shark character from Crash Nitro Kart, who also appeared in Nitro Fueled. Now, if I were to bring back Land Shark, I probably wouldn't just bring him just like that. I'll have him in a similar color scheme to a tiger shark or something else, or make him another animal species. He could be a killer whale or a dolphin or a barracuda or something. Just differ. I mean, they did that with Hasty. He was originally a moose. I mean, he started off as a hippo, but then he got reworked as a moose. Yeah, he has There you go, fellas. Here's the Land Shark, and he has a surprise gift for Crash. Do you don't know who Shrek is? What are you talking about? I know who Shrek is. Do aku aku with a hat. Okay. Just look up. I think I have room for one more. Fellas, I'm thinking of doing just one more Crash picture, and then for the last one, can you suggest to me a Spyro character? Let's say I want a Spyro character, a classic Spyro character to attend Crash's birthday. And mainly it's for the fact that Crash is Spyro's 22nd birthday is tomorrow. And spoilers, I have a little something special tomorrow. It's not a live stream, but it's not a live stream, but it's something else. It's an animation, and I have a bit of a special guest involved in it. And by the way, folks, I am highly aware that that several months ago, the original voice of Aku Aku sadly passed away. And the last time he actually played Aku Aku was in 2004 with Twinsanity. Uh, may he rest in peace. Heck, may he join William Hootkins, the same guy who played Dingo, who also passed away, and the same guy who played Nitrous Oxide and Papu Papu in the original Crash Team Racing. He also passed away. It was in 2012. Wait. Let me just include He's either trying to stuff his feathers into that hat, or they're sticking out like a triangle. Actually, no. I'm just gonna. Wait. Let me just. Okay, fellas, that's Aku Aku. Now, I think I have room for one more drawing, and I want to save this one for last. Can you ask me a Spyro character? Is it Sparks? Is it Aku Aku, the party head? I don't like the Loud House Star versus or Total Drama BRR. I get it. Star versus. I can see why some people are not fond of Star versus, and even those who did like Star versus, they kind of got turned off. Especially with the series finale. Now, I don't mind the series finale that much. I thought it was fine. The Loud House I also completely understand, and because the sisters going a bit wild, an episode about going. Which is better, Lana from Pokemon or Lana from the Loud House? Who's Lana from Pokemon? No harmony. Spyro and Sparks delivering birthday cards. Spyro with balloons. Okay. And keep in mind, fellas, this is classic Spyro because tomorrow is the anniversary of classic Spyro. Oh. I'm not sure where Activision or Toys for Bob or Vicarious or even the people who made Skylanders Academy got decided to give Spyro a thumb. I mean, in all the other Spyro incarnations, he's always had his front paws with 3 digits. When did the thumb come up? Did it come from my animations? I mean, I used to do animations where Spyro, and I always gave Spyro a thumb. Just Zzz, zzz, zzz. just doing a little bit of coloring. There. Blue, yellow, and green. The wumpa fruit colors. And just one more quick bonus one. And it's another suggestion from somebody earlier. There you go, fellas. Spyro and Sparks attending Crash's party. And let's see, how many characters do we have? That's the last one, fellas. We have Crash Bandicoot snapping. We have Coco drinking some hot cocoa. We have Crash, fake Crash being Bizarro. We have Ami wishing Crash a happy birthday. Iggy Koopa, standing on Riparoo's head, Cortex acting like a baby, Crunch and Ami flexing, Liz and Tanya making the cake, Pasadena. Wait. I think I made a bit of a boo-boo there. Let me just there you go. And Pasadena hugging a Crash plushie, Von Clutch with the megaphone, Nina having pizza, Dingo the boxing, Tiny with some cupcakes, Aku partying, the land shark getting a present, and Spyro and Sparks attending Crash's party with a balloon and a birthday card. And that's it, fellas. Oops. Oh dear, too far. There. Now let's see if I got any questions for me to answer. So basically, Crash is taking a nap and his enemies want to surprise him. Let's see. If you don't think I will hack this channel, sure you will. Well, I will, and I also hate BR now. Well, I am sad. I am so terribly sad that you feel about me. What did I do that was offensive? What did I call you a name? Did I insult you? Oh yeah, I did time you out a bit too much, but you gotta be chill, man. You gotta be diplomatic. Be at peace, man. I know you definitely don't know me, but you were a big part of my childhood and an inspiration for me. I used to watch your Skylanders over and over. I love your art style. Thanks. What's the next live stream? That is a good question. I don't know. I actually don't know what's my next live stream. I am thinking of for the end of October or the end of September or a little earlier, I might do something. Relating to autumn or fall. But I want to save the fall live stream for the end of September, and I want to do a second. I want to do another live stream in the meantime, but I just don't know what theme it is. I mean, the fall one I'm thinking for the end of September, but thinking of another one in the middle of September. I'm just wondering which is the best theme for it. I might have to do a poll on this, or I might have to ask as many of you as possible, or maybe I might do one based on something sleeping, because something just popped in my head. Do you know the song from Green Day, "Wake Me Up When September Ends"? And maybe that can be a theme. Just sleep and every character I draw is taking a nap. And there should that be the next one, or do you want me to try something else? You can even comment on. You can even suggest your which wake me up before you go. What is your favorite Aardman movie? Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Second is The Pirates, Band of Misfits. How about a movie-themed one? That one is going to be a tough one because there are so many movies out there. Thousands and thousands of movies out there. I don't know which one to pick. Fantasy-themed or movie? Undertale themed? Spider-Man die. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Well, yes, but actually no. It's Undertale's 5th anniversary. I don't know if I can do Undertale because I do not know too much about the Undertale lore. I don't know how to do the basics of Undertale. I usually like to choose a theme based on what I'm familiar, and for something I'm not familiar with, I'll just do a simple fan art on it. Not make it a big theme, but what is your opinion on Pokemon Journeys? I need to look that up. I might have seen it before, but perhaps not. Music theme. I'll probably think about that. Halo themes. Oh, you mean the game Halo, or the Halo as in the heavens above or something? Aliens or Mars attacks. So you wanted alien themes. Yeah, thanks for giving me so many of these wonderful suggestions. Godzilla's 66th anniversary. Wait, let me look that up. Let's see. Oh wait, that's in November, fellas. Godzilla's anniversary is in November. Halo game theme. Meme theme. I don't know about meme theme because it's gonna get outdated. Okay, fellas, I think that's about it. I'll see you all next time in the next live stream. I'm not sure what it's gonna be. I might ask for some suggestions, and I might put some polls out. I might ask lots and lots of people what's the next one. I'll see what I can do. I might choose one. I might think of another really good one. But thank you all for joining me in this live stream, and I thank you all for being here. Thank you for being such a wonderful audience. I am aware of what's happened in the chat, but thank you all for joining me. I'll see you all next time in the next live stream. I hope you've enjoyed this.